Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to Super Nintendo World. We just got in. It's actually located at the bottom side of the park. So if you enter Universal, you go all the way to the escalators, all the way down. It's like right near Transformers. So if you're in the park, trust me, I was excited the whole way, knowing full well that I was far away from Super Nintendo World. Anyways, here we are. This is the entry, you guys. This is just the entry for Super Nintendo World. It is elaborately designed, y'all. I must say, one downside I did notice, like right off the bat, was that it's small. It's a lot smaller than I've seen on the internet, I've seen on YouTube. It looks a lot bigger when people are videoing it. But when I got there, it was a lot smaller than I had expected. So that to me was a downside. Now, we are here. This is March. We're here in March. Right now, it's not that busy because we actually opted in to do the early entry. It was $25 extra per person, so we paid a total of $100 more. Of course, plus our ticket, right? So $100 more on top of your ticket price. It's well worth it. Let's just start with that. It is totally well worth it. As you can see, it's still kind of empty. Now, as we're leaving the Mario Kart ride, it is crazy packed. You'll see. It's crazy packed because everybody that has regular entry, just a ticket entry, are in the park. And everybody's excited, you guys. This place is pretty much brand new-ish. It like just opened, so it's still a hot spot. It's still somewhere everybody is dying to go and dying to see. So right off the bat, get that early entry. Pay that extra 20, 25, 30, whatever they're charging for that day, because it does vary day to day. It varies in price, and you want to get it as early as you can, because I noticed as we got closer to the date, the price actually changed from 25 to 30. And then they actually sold out of the early entry. So if you don't get it, you won't get it for cheap, and then you'll pay a little bit more, or you won't get any at all. So I suggest you look into it as early as you can, as soon as you pick your date, and get the early entry. So right now we're in the queue. We just got through the doors. We're actually going on the Mario Kart ride. This is like the most anticipated ride in the whole land, and it's freaking amazing, you guys. So we're just walking through the queue. It always feels like the queue is gonna end and you're really close, but to be honest, the queue is really long. So just be patient. Keep going through that queue and appreciating all the beautiful, like, everything, because it's so elaborately like designed and well thought out. You'll see the littlest things that you notice from the video games, and it's so cool. We're still walking in the queue. Still going through the queue. And the thing with it too, right, is the queue is so awesome that you kind of lose track of time. So when we went in this queue, it felt like a good hour. But my daughter said it was probably an hour and about 40 minutes. Nobody actually timed it, which we should have. But as you can see, we got early entry. We probably arrived in this land about, 7:40, 7:45, because somebody lost one of the tickets. So we had to go and purchase another ticket and then make our way in. So it's still not opening time yet for the rest of the public. But the line, you'll see, you just keep going and going and going. But like I said, it keeps you busy, right? It's so cool. All the things to look at keeps you pretty much busy the whole way. It's super elaborate. It really feels like you're in the video game. Going back really quickly to early entry, just to give you a perspective on it, we waited about an hour, 40 minutes, and the park opened at 7. Like I said, we were a little bit late. So everybody that got in the park on the dot at 7 o'clock with early entry were already either in line or already riding the ride. My friend and her family went a few days after we went. They waited 3.5 to 4 hours with regular entry. That is insane, you guys. So all I have to say is if you can afford it and you can do the early entry, absolutely do the early entry, especially right now. It is April when I'm actually editing this video, and I was told that the lines are still crazy. So if you can get the early entry, absolutely get the early entry and take advantage of it, because as you can see, we pretty much walked straight on the ride. Yes, we did wait an hour and 40 minutes ish, but we didn't wait 3.5 to 4 hours. That is crazy. My poor friend and her family. That's just nuts, you guys. That's nuts. I would say pay the extra, get your butt in the park early and get it done. This ride is so cool. I was kind of hesitant, but the ride was so fun. As you can see, they didn't hesitate to leave anything out. Whatever they could cram into this ride, or the queue I should say, they definitely crammed it in. I don't think I saw anything that they left out, to be honest. And I am a Mario pro. Like, I love anything and everything Mario. I pretty much own almost every Mario game. I also have that monthly subscription to Super Mario, like online, and I play the original games that way too. I have Paper Mario, I have Super Mario All-Stars, I have like even the old games, I have them all, trust me. I was looking for every little thing that I could think of, and they pretty much captured everything, you guys.
So glad we are at that point where we don't have to do child spot and strollers.
Move out of the way, go to the right.
This part was super freaking cool. It like showed where they're making a lot of the bad guys. It's like I don't know, a line assembly for some of the bad guys. Bombs, super cool. Once you guys see this room here, you're like pretty much almost there. You're not there yet, there's a little bit more, but you're really close. So as long as you get to like this room area where they show you how to play the game, how to ride the ride, and how to win points, etc., you're pretty close. Also, make sure when they play the video on how to play the game, you're paying attention, because it's a little tricky. It's like multiple pieces. You put one head part on, and then you put a visor, like magnetic thing. You connect that part, and then you have a control in your hands, and you're actually going to steer and shoot. So you need to pay attention.
Welcome to Mario Racers. This is your favorite speaking. Please shuffle in all the way and fill up all available space. Once again, please shuffle in all the way down and fill up all available space for me. And look at the monitors in front of you as we...
In a few seconds, the door is going to open. So the video is pretty much done teaching you how to play the game, ride the ride, however you want to label it. These doors will open. Look at this, you guys. It's so elaborate, so cool. You come through here. They give you like 1/2 of what you need to play the game, which is that visor thing. And it does have a ratchet back, so you just turn that knob and it makes it tighter on your head. It is a little bulky. It is a little heavy. I had a beanie on, so I actually had to take the beanie off so that it would sit on my head and sit comfortably, because it was squeezing my brain with the beanie. So if you have a beanie, I suggest you take that baby off. I had a really puffy beanie. So I took it off before I played, but we're pretty much here. The ride's right there. The workers will put you in the correct lane so that way your party or your family of at least 4 people can be on the same ride. So we were in the first 2, and we, as you can see, my husband is super excited. This was his idea, and I am the Mario like freak. I freaking love Mario, but he was so excited to ride this ride. And that's pretty much it. Then you ride the ride, guys. It's so much fun. It's a lot cooler than I thought it would be, and I really enjoyed it. If I could ride it again, I totally would ride it again. That was super, super fun. I actually wanted to ride it again after we were done, but the line, yeah, no, not waiting in that line.